Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Football Manager 2018, and it's week 40 of the competition. This week, a couple quick updates before we get into our first game. One, I've added 2 new signings via free transfers. The first one is a player for the future in Matthew Smith. He's already with the under-23s, just 18 years of age. And you can see just moderate ability, just provided a little more depth. But considering we were able to sign him on a minimum, it was not a bad signing in any way. Especially when I'm lacking that depth, and especially young depth at this position. Now, the other addition is a familiar face, Matthias Kate, who was on loan with the club last year. He had an expiring contract. I actually tried to sign him already as that contract was about to expire, but his demands were really high at that time. But after not securing a job, here about a month and a half later down the timeline, or a couple of months down the timeline, his demands and those demands of his agent came down significantly, and so I was able to sign him to the team for far less than what he had there. He's actually gone on international duty with Estonia right now, but he was our starting central mid, and then can fill in at some other positions as well. And it's a fairly balanced player, though at 3 stars, he's not going to be expected to do a whole lot at this level, as he was expected to do a bit more in the last level. But when I was lacking that central mid depth, he's going to help with that quite a bit, and I'll have a more solid rotation now than what I had before. I'd still like to find a top player, but as I have not been able to find those, at least at this point in the season, I might have to wait till somewhere around January to bring in some higher players on loan, if my standing in the league continues to be as good as it is. Another one is Courtney Baker Richardson is currently with the club on trial, and he's got just a few days left on that. He's got some pretty high ability, though his current ability is not so great, and at 23 years of age, I don't know how much improvement I'll actually get out of him, as it tends to be those 18, 19-year-old players that tend to do better. But now that I do have a full look at his attributes, I may or may not decide to try to sign him on, and it might really come down to what he's willing to sign for. As a striker, he has no real strength when it comes to roles, but he does play advanced forward at least. And then at winger, same problem. He's looks like well and truly a right winger, but he is available to play at any of those 3 positions, which is definitely good for someone coming off the bench. So considering he's seen as a backup player, that could be good depth for the squad, and we may try to sign him on if he signs on cheap anyway. And with that, we are going to get to our first game. In the last game, we were in that little mini cup competition now that they've set up here recently. The Check Trade Trophy that's really meant for the under-23 programs of the Premier League side, so that they have some sort of meaningful competition pitted against the lower tier sides, beginning with League 2. We've got 2 League 2s and 1 League 1 side. My first match was against that Arsenal under-23 side. It was actually a pretty close match. I did lose in the end, 2-1. You can see it wasn't until the 82nd minute where the game winner came. And we hung fairly well in the game, despite the fact that we were outplayed throughout. And when you look at the roster that they showed up with, Nacho Monreal was there, and I thought there was somebody else. Guess not. You can see there are some bigger names that participated in that game. At least one really big name. And I definitely went with a squad that was resting for the most part, as a lot of my normal starters were not in that game. So the fact we only lost by 1 late on was a pretty decent performance. But we are currently 3rd in the league, and this game is on the road at Mansfield, and Mansfield is the league leaders right now. So this is a pretty big game. If we can come away with a draw, this would be an excellent day. They are pretty heavily favored. And I've already got my roster set. I do have a couple players out on international duty with Kate and Aaron Conley. So Luke James is going to get the start today on top, especially with Wes Fletcher still out on injury. Nick Houghton might not be able to go to the distance in this game. Traore as well. It's nice to almost have a full squad with images now. Jason Davis, the only one who does not. Just the second start for James and Jack Thomas today. But otherwise, fairly regular squad. See, good luck, guys. Go out there and pull off an upset. A lot of them listen keenly, so a little bit more might push them over. Not quite. Only a few players fired up from that, but only one who kind of... Harfield was about the only one who had no reaction, so I suppose that's acceptable. Looks like we have a pretty good crowd over in the visiting stand. It looks like it might even be better support than what the home fans have. Not in total numbers, but in terms of percentage of seats filled. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Great save from Simpson. It's a great cross. The header easily could have gone far post for a tap-in. But, and they grabbed the goal just after that 2nd minute, and we are already down. The man in the suit, Admiral Musque, gets the goal. The clearance not out of the box. The header is missed, but he gets a second chance at it. And the defense just did not come off their lines at all. We did not cover that in any way, shape, or form, as the players had no idea who to pick up. And half their team was wide open on that. We get across here. Good chances created. Davis rings one off the crossbar. We just about got it right back. Nearly drew level early on. This could be dangerous, though, if they create another chance early on. Here's Conley on the break. He's got James. James holds it up, brings it back in possession. Now Thomas, Houghton. Traore tries to play it ahead, but that ends the replay, so apparently we weren't able to get on the end of that, though it looked like we might or should have been able to get on to the end of that one. Move on to the next replay. Nice slide tackle there, but Conley turns it over. What the heck is the call? Push? We get called for a push on that? That did not look like anything. Simpson nearly makes it, and now inside of 10 minutes we're down 2-0. I don't see what was up with that penalty. Simpson guesses right, kicks a leg up, but can't do enough to stop it. And just like that, we're down 2-0. Dangerous position, and another corner kick here as the deflection goes out of bounds. Could they make it 3 in just 12 minutes? Boy, that looked like that was offside. Yes, I think he got called for it. They've got 6 shots already in the first 13 minutes. This is ugly. Ugly right now. The team is very frustrated. They, like myself, did not like what they saw with that call, but we were already down a goal, and the danger continues. Players really need to pull it together. And I can demand more or calm down. No response. Still have half the team very frustrated or furious. There's the calm down message just now receiving. Another turnover. We're very much in danger zone now. Here's our first chance, and there's a takedown in the box. There's a push, same exact call, but this one looked pretty clear, unlike the last one. And Conley kicks it straight at Pickering. I've had only 2 penalties all season, and both of them have been straight at the keeper for the easy save. And there's 3 goals to nothing before halftime. Boy, the team is going to have quite the talking to at the half, as we have been truly pitiful here in this first half. The marking just has not been there. Anderson was unguarded. Monk was right on him and made no move. So we've managed possession well enough. We should not be out of this game in the manner that we are. The score should be really like level 1-1 or maybe down 2-1 at worst. Conley certainly should have scored the penalty. They shouldn't have had the penalty, but we've been poor. You really can't put it on the ref. It's been on us. We've been very, very poor. I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm going to be assertive because we were underdogs. I'm not going to say awful. Much better showing. Really, only 3 players. With that, I don't know if a pat on the back's going to do anything here. Calm down. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Apparently, the "you should be better" and "calming down" is a mixed message. So I'm definitely not going to go with "calm down." And the defense, which was already completely messed up and not composed in any way, is going to be better. I might have to replace my D here in the second half. Another message is only going to make it worse. So Rose on a yellow card, but he didn't have the negative. Oh, they're killing us on the counterattack, and it's 4-0. Okay, now it is time to demand more. They are absolutely just hammering my defense right now. Defense is having a terrible day, and I really need to make a move. Charlie Rowan coming on for Month, who's got a 5.7 rating. I don't think I've ever seen a rating so low. Wood continues to drop on his rating. So, do I have... I've got Fensum out here, so yeah, Fensum's going to come in for Wood. I'm not worried about that yellow card. I mean, at this point, we're already down 4-0, so if we lose a man, it's not going to make any difference other than that Rowe's going to miss time, which could hurt us in the long run, but I'm getting the guys who are having the worst day out of there and have the worst attitude on the pitch. That was a nice ball through to James. Conley through to Traore. Great chance there. We really should have gotten a goal back. At this point, it's playing for the rest of the season, playing for pride. Not worried necessarily about the scoreline. We're going to lose today. We're not scoring any points today. I've already moved on past that point. I need the team, though, to pick themselves up and try to get something going in this game. Here's Traore, back to James. James through to Davis. There's a chance. There's a goal. That's going to be good for the morale. Davis, well done. Good finish. Traore, tons of time. Picks out James, who moves to get open. Good job from him there. And then he turns and gets Davis on the run. So that was good play from James to make that goal. And now we've got all the momentum in the possession, so they're sitting back, they're calm. Only one player complacent, so their manager's doing a good job of keeping them focused while we still are frustrated and doing poorly here. But oh, terrible turnover there. Fensum, good recovery, good speed for him to get back on that one. Good header, and that gets the ball ahead. James is doing pretty well in possession here. He's playing okay. Another poorly executed defensive move there as they just keep hitting us on the counter. And that was something I worked on really hard last season, to get some speed in that defense to deal with those quick balls over the top. As in our first season, back in the National League North. Davis, great job there. Another ball off the crossbar. So we've now hit the post and the crossbar in this game, plus a missed penalty. A lot of missed opportunities. Really, we should have done better in this game. This is not Mansfield totally outclassing us. A lot of this is on us. Every goal they've had should have been covered better defensively. And we missed a lot of chances. The possession, I think, skewed our way at the end of the game just because they sat back. But possession was about 50-50 throughout. And got nabbed for a lot of fouls there, which is not good. But, yeah, Month. Terrible day from him. Jack Thomas had a pretty decent day. And yes, I am I'm going to be assertive, not aggressive. Not happy. Better reaction. Yeah, strike lucky. Okay, well, we're still in 8th. Okay, now, looking at Courtney Baker-Richardson, I think I might have offered him a contract already, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I recorded the last episode. And, okay, there is a contract offer in place already. So, we're at home to Lincoln City next. And they are 10th place, so we're pretty close to each other. It's very early in the season, of course. Let's see. Why don't we go with attacking movement? I think the teamwork's already pretty high. It's early season around Europe. MLS is the only one that's late on. Atlanta's at the top of the East there. Barclay, hurt. Not going to affect us as he's just playing with the under-23s. Okay, poor performance by the under-18s in a goalless draw, but and just against Maidstone. Oh, there's good progress for Ize. But he's doesn't look like he's going much of anywhere. Actually, kind of curious. So, trade at club. So these guys are all set. My under-18s. These last four, anyway, will have it. 3 of them will have it pretty soon. Oops. I was not trying to do that. There we go. Yeah, and those are the youngest. So Matthew Dowse right now seen as best player and best current ability of those. Billy Davey, a leader, ball-winning midfielder. He's got a chance to feature with the team eventually. And my under-23s. Right now the best players there are backup goalkeeper Marcus Wood and Wes Fletcher. Best potential still is Oliver Cooper. After the Lincoln City game, it looks like that next one up is Hartlepool. So that's going to be another difficult game as they are currently in 3rd place, and that is on the road. And our international roundup here. Let's see. TS Kate played back on the 8th. It was a 1-1 draw. It is for the Euros, early qualifying match. Pretty low rating there with 6.5. Played an hour. Did do well enough, I guess, though. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. And that is the senior squad. Belakili with the under-21s for Turkey. They lost 2-1. And I think that would be Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay rating, 6.7. Fairly average. Passing was pretty poor from him. Really should have done better, but we have no idea how many of those were cross attempts. That's just his 4th appearance with the under-21s. And Aaron Conley, also European Championships, but it's the under-21s. He had a pretty decent day with a goal, played 83 minutes, 3 key passes, good percent, okay on the headers, especially considering he would have been going up against center backs on most of that, and did get 1 out of 4 shots on target, which was Must have been the one he scored the goal from. So, good day from him. He's had 6 goals in 15 appearances with the under-21s. So Ireland certainly likes his potential. He's featured pretty regularly for them. Okay, so here is the deal for Baker Richardson. Very, very affordable as a backup. So that's a good deal. Don't expect him to play much, but he certainly could feature from time to time. Don't expect to see him starting very many games, but he could certainly feature off the bench. Especially when I really only have 6 players coming off the bench, considering my hands being tied with the club trained player. Fan reaction, yeah, neutral. Okay, they definitely attacked down the left a lot more than the right in that last game. Very much a team that's been middle of the pack. 29 scored, 29 given up in their last 20 matches. So about a goal and a half a game. So, 2-1 looks like a likely scoreline. Hopefully I can make that 2-1 in my favor. Oh boy, we got Plymouth Argyle after that too, so the next couple games are going to be difficult after this one. Meaning I could really, really use 3 points on this upcoming game. Wow. Don't want to sell. Extremely doubtful. Oh, he's already on loan. Put him on my short list though. Okay, that's all you got for me? Okay, now those are pretty decent. But he is Jamaican. I don't know if he would qualify. He did play for Cambridge United last season, so it's possible he'd qualify. Maybe I should offer him a trial. It is that position where I'm still looking for somebody to step in, that center mid, plus a backup at the attacking mid, so it's not always Houghton and Conley. But his nationality is Jamaican. Oh, he is English. Okay, okay. He was born in Stevenage. So, there you go. He is eligible for England, meaning he can play. Balanced personality. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and offer him a trial. And we'll see what we get. Let's give him 3 weeks. One of the better players. Okay. But I already have... There we go. Okay, I'm ever so slightly favorites for this game. Alright. He's joining us on trial. That's good. Not a great report. I was hoping for more, but obviously I've been looking to fill a position that's been hard to fill for me this season. No reaction, so no change. Morale's kind of middle of the road, as long as it doesn't dip down and get too bad. Well, let's see, where does he fit in? Oh, right now, well, no, not necessarily. He's in this middle group. Let's go back to that. What did many people want to know? The chances of him earning a permanent stay. Okay, yeah, no pressure on either side right now. There you go. Okay, they're both capable, not that it matters, as they'd be coming off the bench anyway. Ouch. Form is very poor right now. With just 1 win in the last 5. We definitely need this match today. That morale is starting to dip. Players are fairly well rested. And let's see here. Aaron Conley coming in for Connor Wood. And we'll get Conley back in the start. He's got 6 goals. Luke James has yet to score. Let's see, Kate. Let's see, Kate or Wood. Very different players. Marcus Wood, the defensive player. Kate, the attacking player. I suppose it could depend on if either of these guys need a break. They're both playing well. But Thomas has only played in a couple games. Thomas is in that attacking spot. Let's see how he compares with Kate. Oh yeah. He might defend better and be a little bit smarter, but Kate is a much more well-rounded player. So let's go ahead and get Kate in there over Thomas. And he's not quite up to fitness, which means he needs an option on the bench. But Traore could always switch into that spot. So why don't I take a look between Thomas and Wood and see who I'd rather have out there today. I get a little bit of attacking and defending out of Thomas, meaning he could sub either player. So I'll leave Thomas on for now. Alrighty, I think that should just about do it for this game. Alright, morale's a little bit low. Yes, better performance than last time. I think that is much better performance today. Let's do that assertively. Okay, defense needs a little bit more of a lift. There you go. And our forward. Alright, 9 players all fired up for this game. With medium morale, that at least should be a bit of a boost. Pretty good attendance today. And there you go. Right off the bat, we take possession away. Possession numbers already starting to skew our way, but it's the first few minutes. We'll see that balance out here soon enough. There's Kate in possession. Traore. Wood. Up to Traore. Starting to move the ball forward. Nice ball through. Davis tries to cross it in. It's blocked. Doesn't get past the first man. And he nearly snuck that in. Simpson, good job to cover that. Turns it over there. We recover quickly. Davis up to Wood. Wood repossesses, switches aside. There's a goal! Conley to Conley. Aaron Conley with the finish. Nice cross from Aiden. Good switch from Wood there. And quickly upfield from Harfield. Conley just right on up to the corner. Doesn't give his man time. And that was all Aaron Conley that overstepped the defender. Poor job from the defender, as he easily should have gotten there first. And our first shot of the game is in the back of the net. We needed that goal. I'm going to need a big performance from Wood today, as they definitely like to attack down that left flank. You can see her early on. Again, it's only 15 minutes in, but, well, all of their attacks had been on that left side. It looks like it's starting to spread out a little bit. Ooh, and they just run. That might have been the joint between the crossbar and the post, but that was very, very close. And another chance as they get through my defense. My center back's really struggling here. Month just took a slight injury. Said he wants to come off, but he is recovering pretty quickly here. He's already back up above 70%. We'll leave him in for now. Looks like he's okay. There's no actual injury notification there. Houghton with the corner. Not sure who got their head to that, but that was awfully close. Another corner. It looks like their team, and that was... Oh, how was that not in? That looked like that had crossed the line. Looks like that bounced off and was in, but then somebody swatted it out. The keeper, maybe? Picked it up off the line. Maybe not the whole of the ball had crossed, but it looks like the ball was about 80% of the way across the line there. So we very, very nearly get a second one there on that corner kick after it deflects off the keeper and heads towards the post. And then it looks like he recovered in time to pick it up just before it got all the way over. Well, we grab an early goal. Ratings are fairly good, though. Traore struggling a little bit here at 6.5. Jason Davis with a 6.4. Okay, encourage the team. Let's go passionately. And there is room for improvement. There we go. All right, defense like that. More to come. Good. And more to come. All right. Well, some of the guys are fired up, and a 1-0 scoreline is almost the hardest one on that halftime team talk. Okay, crowd's into it right now. Harfield, long ball ahead. Doesn't get there, but we recovered. Davis's ball is blocked again. He's struggling here. He's trying to cross when he doesn't have the space. Davis turns it over again. I might be looking to sub him out soon, as every highlight of him so far has been a misstep on his part. That one looks like it hit the side net, or maybe the post behind the net. Good clearance from Traore. Conley up ahead to Aaron Conley. Good sliding tackle. Their team very frustrated right now. That's good for me. We're only up 6-5 on shots, but 59%, now 60% possession. Most of the attacks have come down that right side for me. If Davis was doing better, that'd be good. Conley, wake up, dude. Traore turns it over, forces the turnover, I mean. Take from him. Houghton up. Conley to Conley. Another chance created there, and very nearly a second goal. Not quite to just inside the post, but definitely a good save from Vickers was forced on that one. And an hour in, let's see. Houghton's a bit tired, but nobody's totally out of it. Davis is fresh, but struggling, so with 70 minutes gone by, I think it's time to give somebody else a chance. Looks like Almond is my guy to come in. Oh, excuse me. Harfield. Good header there, but they get it right back. Traore, good one. Now in possession. Houghton coming back for the ball. Traore up to Kate. Kate, nice ball up to Conley. Conley, the cross, and another. Same replay, except for this time, it's his foot. So, first time was the header. Another nice ball ahead. Conley gets in behind the defense, just gets the ball into the box, just to that 6-yard point. Aaron Conley comes across his defender and makes the stop. Yes, I will continue with that sub. Now at 70 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and go defensive. Take off that overlap. Drop slightly deeper. Let's go ahead and start wasting time. We want to be disciplined. Alright, anybody else I want to get in? Ooh, do I want to get Ryan Edmondson in this scenario with just a few minutes to play? Houghton's tired. Why don't I bring him in? And we'll put him there. So I'm going to give Ryan Edmondson another chance. I want him to develop as a player. If he's going to sit there on that bench, I've got to get him some minutes here and there so that he can grow as a player. And that'll do that. Okay, here's Traore. Oh, he turns it over. They're trying to hit on the counter. And he skies that. Good job. Just a little light pressure, and he pulls the trigger. Alright, time is just about up. We've got this one in the bag. No need to use that last sub. 1 minute to play. Okay, try to play the ball to the corner. He gets there in time, but nobody was crashing in on goal. So Simpson easily grabs that ball. Kate, Traore, Allman now. Out to Kate. Kate turns that one over. Oh, good interception, and that does it. We got the win, 2-0. Pretty comfortable too. Shots were only 8-7, but we got 6 on target while they only managed 1. No yellow cards in the game from either team. Like seeing that. Good clean game. Yeah, Jason Davis, there was his problem. 0% cross completion ratio. He never even got past his first man on any of the ones that I saw. Aaron Conley, man of the match, 8.8 rating and 2 goals. Aiden Conley also with both assists. So big day from those two. I'm going to say passionately well done. All right, so we pick up 3 points. Good recovery. That should boost the morale a bit, and that gets us back up into 6th place at the moment with 4 wins and 2 losses on the season, plus 4 on that goal differential. But we've got 2 difficult games coming up, and that's only 2 wins in the last 6 played overall. Now we've thinned out the competition a little bit, haven't we? Let's see here. Okay, we got knocked out by Southampton in the League Cup. So we've eliminated 1 competition from having to deal with. We've got FA Cup still coming a couple months from now. So we don't have to worry about that for a little while. And we've got that Check a Trade trophy going on, but we've already gotten where we need to be. Group stage, we're not expected to get out of it, so no concerns on that one. And in the attempt to avoid a relegation battle, this top 10 area is a great place for me to be. It's really going to come down to that morale, really. So, with that, we do well. Performance continues to exceed expectations on the year, and things are looking good. And if I can just bring in, 1 or 2 more players, good players somewhere at some point this season, like a top center mid and goalie. It's really the 2 positions that I'm looking at. Simpson's done well for himself so far, but clearly rating-wise, he's relatively low. So a couple difficult games coming up, though. I'll see you back for Plymouth and Crawley Town, so I'll do Hartlepool off camera, even though they are 3rd place, and that's a bigger match. But I've got to spread the episodes out a little bit. Can't overload it. We've got to make progress and get through these seasons and get on to the next. And at some point, a couple months from now, FM 2019 is going to be coming out. And I think what I'm going to end up doing with that one is I'll finish a season here on FM 2018, and then I will switch to FM 2019, and I will create a new team in the same division that I leave off in. So, for example, if I'm still going to be in League 2 next season, then I would create a team in the 2019 edition starting in League 2, following the exact same set of rules that I have now for the Gaming Decathlon, so that I can eventually make my way up through the leagues and into the Premier League and try to complete the mastery of this game. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.